It's Delana and welcome back to my channel. So with back to school coming up, I wanted to share some study tips with you guys that have really helped me out in high school and college.
Hey guys. So, sorry to interrupt this video, but I know you all have been waiting for an announcement of something very special. The winner of my first back to school giveaway. So before I announce who won, I am so grateful for y'all's support and just thank you so much for entering and being here. I love reading your comments, I love talking to you guys, and I just honestly don't deserve you guys. You guys are so sweet and I love you so much. So thank you so much again for all your support and for everything you guys do. So if you didn't win the giveaway, please stay tuned because I will be having so many more giveaways in the future. Make sure you have your post notifications on to where you can see when I am posting those. But yeah, this is just the beginning. So if you didn't win, you're gonna have so many more chances to enter stuff in the future. I'll be having way more giveaways. So yeah, it's all good guys. It's Gucci, we're good. I love y'all. So the moment you've all been waiting for, the winner of my very first back to school giveaway it's Joanna. I really hope I said your name right. But thank you so much for entering and thank you for your support. I will have her social right here and you guys can go follow her and tell her congratulations. Congratulations, girl! Another thing that I'm starting now is social media shout outs. So keep watching to the end where you can see who won my social media shout out and how you can enter to win social media shout outs in the future on my channel. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much again for your support. I literally can't stop thanking you guys, and back to the feature presentation.
So without further ado, let's get right on into this. So my first tip that has really helped me out with staying focused on what I'm studying and taking notes on is going to a coffee shop. If you have a car or if you can have someone drop you off there, just go and spend some time at a really nice, preferably aesthetically pleasing, as corny as that sounds, coffee shop. Just go and sit and get your work done. Being surrounded by things that are pretty and creative also inspires you to be more productive, and I swear I get a ridiculous amount of work done there as opposed to when I try to do it in my room or on the couch. I will get so much done in a span of maybe 2 hours than I would in maybe 6. So being in a really inspiring environment is a lot better and helpful than sitting in a boring library or your bedroom or on the couch trying to get work done. It's also super helpful to find a study playlist that suits you. Help drown out any distractions if you are in a public place or even your house. You never know how you could get distracted, so it's just nice to have some type of sounds to drown that out that's also really calming and suits you, inspires you to keep studying when you're sitting there for hours upon hours. God knows when you'll leave. I like listening to different soft instrumentals and different movie scores to help me stay focused. So I've actually made a playlist for you guys and it will be in the description below, including all of my favorite study tracks. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you listen to it. I'm about to tell you guys my biggest study tip. This is what I use all the time when I'm studying for classes or have a huge test coming up and really need to focus. I use this website called Quizlet. When I open a new study set on Quizlet, you have your term side and your definition side. So if I'm studying a certain chapter that's going to be on exam, I will make a study set for that chapter and I will put all the different topics that I need to know on the definition side in their own little card, and I'll put all the information that I need to know on the definition side. For example, one of the topics in a chapter is Abraham Lincoln, and I need to know every little detail about Abraham Lincoln. I will put all those little details, no matter how long, no matter how many, in the definition side. I'm going to have a little demonstration of one that I have made before from one of my classes so where you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. And then when I'm done making my study set, I will print it out and then highlight it and just read over it when I'm reviewing. It's just a nice way to have something a bit tangible, or carry it around on campus while I'm waiting to enter an exam and studying in between classes. So you can quiz yourself on that website, and I don't know, it's just really convenient.
So my biggest study tip,
So if you have a professor that talks a little bit slow or lets you catch up if they're doing PowerPoint notes, it's really beneficial to handwrite those notes in class, and then when you go home or when you're about to study for the exam, type them in a Word document or make a Quizlet. So definitely do that if you can catch up and stay on track with what's going on in the class. However, I have had several professors where they either talk too fast or they skip through the slides like crazy lightning speed. Yeah, if you have one of those professors, definitely type your notes to where you can get all the information that they're covering. Literally write down every single word that they're saying, just because you don't want to miss any information. Just to where you're processing it again, go in and make a Quizlet based off your typed notes. Just the more you process and retype or rewrite your notes, the better it will help you memorize this stuff for when you have your tests. The next tips that I'm going to cover for you guys are tips regarding papers. So, not to brag, but I tend to get a lot of good grades on papers. I really like to write. So I use these websites and these tools every single time I write a paper, and it never fails me. So these websites are, drumroll, easybib.com, which is a super easy generator to generate your bibliographies and citations for you. So what you do is, if you have an article or if you even have a book, you can either copy and paste the article URL and it will generate it for you, or you can even search for the book and see if there's already a pre-made citation for it. The two things that I normally leave out on EasyBib are the URL. If you absolutely cannot find it on Google, then you need to include the URL, but if you can find it on Google, leave it out. The second thing that I never include in my citations is the date accessed. A lot of the times professors just really don't care about when you saw it, and it might actually not look good if you wrote the paper the day before and you had the date access as the day before that it was due, or the day that it was due, so you might not want to do that. The next thing that I do is I copy and paste my essay into Grammarly. It is a free website, and they also have a Chrome extension. So what Grammarly does is it checks your grammar, and I find it to be a bit better than Microsoft Word or Apple Pages on detecting grammar issues. So I do that, and then the last thing that I do, just to spice up my papers a bit more, is I input the essay into paperrater.com. So what Paperrater does is it tells you if your essay is plagiarized in any way, shape, or form. It also rates you on different categories. It will rate your grammar, your vocabulary, and so on and so forth. What I really like to use it for is just to check my vocabulary and see if it's lacking in any way. If I'm saying a lot of the same words or repeating the same things, it will let me know, and then I can go into my handy dandy thesaurus and find a better word to replace it with. If you have a problem with repeating a lot of the same words, using a thesaurus is great, but of course if your professor knows that you don't have the biggest vocabulary ever, you want to make sure that you don't go overboard, because then they will totally know that you were using a thesaurus and that's not how you talk. But you know, if you already have a good basis, use a thesaurus. It'll help you out and make you sound a lot more professional. And then another huge tip that I have for papers is, in academic writing, do not talk to the reader. I've seen a lot of college students saying, "we can see," or "you can see," and they're just talking directly to whoever's reading their essay, and you do not want to do that. So instead of saying, "we can see that blah 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 demonstrates blah blah blah," you could say, "it is exemplified to the audience that blah 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 blah." You know, just something different. Say the audience, or "one can see," or something different than "we can see" or "you can see." You just don't want to address who you're talking to. This tip is going to sound like a broken record, but one thing that you really should use and invest in is a nice planner. You can get any planner, to be honest. Mine is from Lime Life Planners, and it just says "I don't have dreams, I have plans" with my name on it, and the layout is pretty nice. What I like to do is, when I get my syllabus, I'll go through and literally write every single assignment that I need to have for the whole semester. That way, if I open my planner, I already have all my assignments in here and can keep track of what's due. To also help with productivity, I took inspiration from bullet journals. A lot of them have this really nice key in the front, and I wanted to do the same thing with mine. I just have them organized by different symbols for deadlines, important things, tasks that I want to do or are for school, or different things that are delegated tasks that are delegated to me. And then you can also fill in the different shapes to say if they're complete, or halfway fill them in to say if they're in progress, or even X them out to say if they're canceled. It's just a nice way to keep a little bit more organized than just scratching through everything. If your university or schooling system uses Canvas to give you assignments online, I had no idea that you could do this, but there's actually a way for you to not have to input your assignments manually into your Google Calendar or iCalendar. If your university uses some other type of website to submit online assignments or do online courses, there might be something very similar to this method for you, and I will be showing you guys how to do that right now.
So in Canvas, there is a calendar page that you can go to and click on a button called Calendar Feed. You will get a link that you can input into a calendar service of your choice. So just copy this link and then go to New Calendar Subscription and whatever calendar service that you're using and paste it there, and it will load it, and you can change all the different settings, and you can also select for it to give you alerts, but this will automatically update to whatever assignments your teacher is loading into your Canvas.
So when you are reviewing for a test, it's really helpful to read it out loud. If you are in a public place where you don't want to talk and kind of disrupt people, just kind of speak it underneath your breath, and that also really helps as well. If you are doing a huge amount of studying or huge amount of reading, Google Chrome also has the Speak It extension. It's where you can have a voice read that text or information for you, and you can even read along with it if you're just needing a break or need to hear someone else talk to you if you're an audio learner. If the test is in the morning, review the most important information before bed. Reviewing before bed helps you retain that information a bit better. So some little tools for school that I like to use are these things here. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is this NeuroGum. It says that it is a proprietary nootropic, caffeine, and L-theanine blend with brain-boosting B vitamins that gives you the focus, clarity, and lasting energy to take on the world. So when I have studied or have tried to focus more in a class, this has really helped me due to the caffeine and the different vitamins that are in it, and I've really noticed a difference. I believe that you can get this on Amazon, and it's a really yummy mint flavor. So yeah, I really liked it. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is my Intune Essential Oil Blend from doTERRA. It's just a really good aromatherapy blend that you can put, it smells so good, that you can put on the back of your neck, on your wrists, or on the bottom of your feet. That is proven to help you focus more when you're studying, and I will have a link to that as well in the description bar. The last thing to show you is something that I've recently jumped on the bandwagon with. I'm ridiculous, is the fidget cube, and it gives my hands a break from typing and just sitting in the same spot. It just gives me something else to do when I'm studying. If I'm sitting there for hours upon hours, you want something to do, and this kind of solved the problem for me. Also, color coding or highlighting and writing is also a really good tip that I have for you guys. For instance, if you have a term, you can highlight that in yellow, the definition can be highlighted in pink, and so on and so forth. Just whatever helps you stay organized and helps you delegate. This is what I'm looking for in your notes or in your readings. And of course, make a key for whatever the color is. Just make sure you make a key to where you don't forget. Of course, if you have to walk around on a huge campus or have to walk around with tons of books all day, the last thing that you want to do is have to carry tons of different binders and notebooks just to take notes in class. So this is actually my second time purchasing one of these. This is from Staples. It's just a little, I guess you would say like a file portfolio thing. It's not the ones that are shaped, it's not the ones that are horizontal. This one's vertical and you can actually stick it in a binder if you wanted to. But I will just stick pieces of paper in this, and it really helps my backpack be a little bit more lightweight since I don't have to carry as many notebooks and stuff around when I'm using this. So what I will do is take out a sheet of paper, write my notes in class, and then stick it back in its designated folder. And when I get home, I will go and take my notes that I took that day and put it in my binder where I organize everything. So in mine there are a lot of different little pocket folders. I even will go in and label them to say what class they're for, just so where my papers don't get all disoriented throughout the day if I'm just sticking them in there. I know where it goes if I'm in a rush. So to help you prioritize your day, another thing that I found that's a really helpful tip for me is to use either stickies on Mac or to use this Chrome extension called Utilidash. With Utilidash, they have a really nice little button you can press on the corner. You can organize and prioritize your day based on what is the most important and the least important, and so on and so forth, just so where you know what you really need to get done, what has a more important due date first, or if you need to spend more time studying on a certain subject. Stickies on Mac is a really good, easy way to write little quick notes and tips for yourself. So say if you were in a class and your teacher is going over different ways on how to get a really good grade on a certain paper that you're writing, you can write all those little important notes and bullet points on your sticky note and have it there for you and in the corner when you are writing that paper for easy reference. And also when you're going for your hardcore study session, I think it's really helpful to dress comfy but cute, because of course you want to be comfortable if you're sitting there for hours upon hours, but a lot of the times you feel more productive when you feel confident. So if you look kind of cute, you might get a little bit more work done. When you're researching for your papers, there is an extension on Google Chrome called OneTab, and so say if you are researching a bunch of different online articles and you want a nice, easy way to save that to where you can reference it later and know what you need to cite in your bibliography, you can literally press a button and it will save all those tabs conveniently for you on the OneTab dashboard. You can even label it and say, film analysis paper or assignment for such and such class, and so when you have to reference it again or do your bibliography, it's there and it's nicely saved for you. My last tip that I have for you guys is to make sure that you go to office hours if you do not understand anything in your classes. High school students, I know that you probably hear about office hours a lot for college students. Your teachers are there for you in high school. I've actually had a lot of teachers that I've gone up to after class tutor me just because I said that I really needed help and wasn't understanding things. Like for example, in high school I was really bad at math, and I'm still bad at math, and I had asked several teachers throughout my high school career if they could stay with me after class or if I could come by during lunch or before school started to get some extra help, and they did it for me and were very gracious to do so. So don't think that you don't have any options just because you're not in college and don't have office hours. You still can ask your teacher for help. But college students, the more you make a point to go to office hours and get yourself out there and let your teacher get to know you, out of the hundreds to maybe even 30 people in a class, you'll just stand out, and perhaps maybe if you have an 89, they can bump you to an A just because they know that you've really been trying. It doesn't hurt to go. If you're writing a paper, a lot of libraries have free writing centers for you at college, so definitely utilize those. It's a great way to have another set of eyeballs looking over your paper. And for both high school and college, a lot of the times there are free tutoring and study group resources available for you. College students, you will probably be able to find that information on your library website as well to see what dates that those are scheduled. And high school students, you can either check with your teacher or your principal or a library there at your school to see if there's anything like that going on. If you want to go above and beyond, or if unfortunately you don't have any of those resources available to you, there is a free website called openstudy.com. And I have used this so many times throughout high school and college to get help on different homework or study guides or just things that I really wasn't understanding in class. It was a really good way to have someone that wasn't my teacher or professor teach it to me in a different way. So that is a really good place to go if you want a little bit extra help outside of your school. So the winner of my social media shout out, as promised, is It's Michelle. So thank you so much for entering and having your post notifications on, and for all your support. It truly means so much to me. Y'all go check her out. I will have all of her social information here, and she's super cool, she's super sweet, so go make sure that you give her a follow. So how do you guys win a social media shout out? Step 1, make sure that you are subscribed and have post notifications on. 2, comment below talking about the video and saying that you have post notifications on. So that is all you guys have to do. I will be picking a winner for a social media shout out to be featured in my new videos every week. So make sure that you do that on
every single one of my videos whenever they are posted. And you guys will have many chances to win social media shoutouts in the future.
Alright guys, well that's all that I have for you today. If you want to know some more study tips or see a video like this in the future, let me know in the comments below, and also let me know if this helps you out this semester. I really hope it does, and I hope you get great grades and do really well in school. I know you will. So if you like this video, of course, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and make sure that you can follow me on social media to where we can be friends outside of this video. A lot of shoulder action. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!